All right, we're alive. We're alive. We're alive. Peace, my RBG nations. Just want to just say, here we are. We're doing another live video, and we're about to get it in. Definitely about to get it in. Okay. What I want to talk about is I wanted to show you about this Hassan that people call him Poppy. I want to just show a clip real quick. I'm gonna share screen, and then once we talk about that, then I'm gonna talk about move on with to something else. But let's see. Hold on. Okay. This. Now, Craig, I want to show you something. This is a new video.
Okay.
And I want you to hear what this guy said, and I want you to give me your thoughts.
All right.
Let me find your motherfucking son. He's sick. Let me find your motherfucking son. Right? Let me find your son or your daughter, and let me text them at 12 years old. And when I stick heavy dick in that little 12, 13-year-old little bitch, just understand, she ain't a victim. When I fuck your 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son, and then run through your family and fuck all the other children in your family. All of them.
Whoa.
How it sound to you? Me getting some oral sex from little Kevin.
What do you think about that, Craig?
Whoa. Man, that nigga sounds like a pedophile.
A straight, okay, see? Straight up pedophile dude. And he gonna talk about Bambaataa?
Yeah, he talking all that shit about Bambaataa. Like, he's talking about let him find your 13-year-old son or daughter. So that means he's homosexual. He's homosexual.
Pedophilia? Pedophilia?
Yeah.
Homosexuality? Yo, this guy's bugged. This guy's bugged. I'm gonna play this one more time. Because I want the people to see about this clown ass dude, yo. Every time this guy opened his mouth, he talking about he's an inspirational speaker.
Wow.
Let me play it one more time because I want the people to hear this nut. This guy should be locked up. The feds already came at his door over something, but they should lock this dude up, B.
What? He's sick. Let me find your motherfucking son. Right? Let me find your son or your daughter, and let me text them at 12 years old. And when I stick heavy dick in that little 12, 13-year-old little bitch, just understand, she ain't a victim. When I fuck your 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son, and then run through your family and fuck all the other children in your family. All of them. How it sound to you? Me getting some oral sex from little Kevin.
Look like a fucking freak.
How it sound? Me fucking little Kevin Kev.
Wow.
I got some Vaseline. It ain't a problem, Kev. It sound right? You ain't a victim. Well, let me get your little nigga. Let me get that little bastard. And some of us gonna have to get rid of some of our children too. Because we got this world star generation of little bastards that's waking up. And all they want to do is do what young Pharaoh mama did to his bitch ass.
I'm just gonna stop that. It's just rather if he was making a point or not, there's certain things you just don't say, B.
That's right.
There's just certain things you just don't say. Because like he said in his last video, he'd been molested so much, he started molesting other little kids, other little boys. This came out of his mouth.
Wow.
That guy's a piece of shit. I'm telling you. Let me get out of here. I just want to share that because it's scary where people it's out here acting like they're conscious and they're not. They try to pretend they're conscious but they talking like that. This man talked about Bam Bada like a dog every day. And he still talks about that man. Even when King Noble was criticizing him, telling him like, okay, if Bam did that to you, well, why you didn't let him up? When you got in your a certain age at 20, you didn't check Bam?
The story's kind of fishy because you have to also see Sinetta was even asking the same question, like, why the hell, when the people came out, in support of Hassan Campbell and stuff like that, like Irritated Genie, Captain Tazariak and all the rest of them, when they came out in support, how come, like, if Africa Bambaataa raped him or whatever, like, we already been saying, like, why did he continue to go back, for one? For two, why isn't he trying to press charges and get Africa Bambaataa locked up if he really had any type of proof? To me, he sounds like the pedophile. He sounds like a freak.
Exactly. And this
look at his face.
Yeah. And he said it. He said it. If you look at people, if they look at the last video, he said that he been, and he didn't say who molested him. He just said, I was molested so much, I started molesting other people's children. And you confessing to a crime. In some countries, they'll cut your hands off. Like, you'll get hung for that. You know what I mean? And I'm surprised you still living and you saying this. And then you make another video talking about, let me get your son and let me pick my you-know-what. And come on, man. I have no respect for him, man. I really don't. And he's in New York, but he don't get no respect for me, man. Whoever this clown ass dude, Hassan, trying to make a name for himself, trying to use Bam's name to try to get famous. I think that's some sucker shit. But this guy's a straight pedophile. He's a straight pedophile. But I just want to throw that in there because I want people to really, really, stop supporting this dude. You know what I'm saying? They need to stop supporting this clown, B.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing that video.
Yeah, I saw it. It came out, I think 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I remember telling you about it, but I never got a chance to show you or give you the link.
Wow.
But I had to play that. I really had to play that because that dude is getting out of hand. He's really getting out of hand. So, wow. But I want to talk about the blood game, and how it started in New York. What is your take on Bloods?
You mean blood
yeah,
gang?
Like the blood gang. Like, what is your take on it? Like, what is your thoughts on the blood, like the gang, the blood gang?
Well, man, I mean, wow, that's a good question. I mean, I know supposedly the Bloods and Crips and stuff like that was founded like back in the day to, like from what I hear, it totally transitioned into something different today. Like back in the day, it was supposedly just like a bunch of street kids and stuff like that getting together, just trying to protect their, communities and stuff like that. But like, I mean, I was brought up, around that type of era, to where like, I mean, shit, the Bloods, like in my time period, the Bloods, they, did a lot of killings, Right.
Right.
But I mean, you're talking about like the history of the Bloods?
Yeah. What is your 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 thoughts, and how do you think the blood started and stuff like that? Like, what is do you think of blood? Do you think Bloods is revolutionary? You think they're revolutionary? They start out revolutionary and they turn out into something else? Like, do you know what the blood stands for? Like, what is your take on the Bloods? That's all I just want to know. Because the reason why I'm trying to get it, do you think it's a black gang? You think it's just for African descendant people? Like, do you think it's for do you think it's a gang for integrated gang? Like, what is your take on it? Because the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I want to first get your take on it, and then lead to this rapper 6ix9ine clown, the LGBT looking dude, or the Skittle looking motherfucker, and because he's claiming he's a Blood. Okay. And I just want to just get your take on it real quick. Then I'm gonna give you my take.
Okay, so basically, from what I know, or whatever, supposedly, it was supposedly founded in the mid 1972.
Okay.
Supposedly, it was founded to compete, like, against the Crips.
Right.
Says his brother named Owens established the West Piru Street Gang. The Blood Street Gang was initially formed to provide members protection from the Crips.
Right.
Many of the non-Crip street gangs used to call one another Bloods.
Right.
And the thing is, see, I wasn't around like during the time, that the gang was founded, but I know it started off as being black.
Right.
I know it started off as, being a black gang, but it just took off. And from what I see, like, it's not, if you look at it today, it's not true to like the original roots.
Right.
How it really started. And there's a lot of dudes around here, perpetrating and shit like that. Like, I mean, even like 6ix9ine.
Right.
Like, even, I mean, this dude's a fucking freak show.
Yes.
And the thing about it, like, if he was around back in, he would, like, the founders of the Bloods would have probably slapped the shit out of him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you actually can see how he look now, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking clown.
With that big ass 6ix9ine, with the rainbow bright, with the LGBT looking hairstyle. Well, back in the days, the OGs and guys that we grew up, like our pops and our granddads, they used to call the younger generation young blood. What's up, young blood? So that's always been a African descendant thing. You know what I mean? So that's always been what you call a black thing or black term, like my mother always called it. We have black terms or black. Usually those black terms are usually codes of some sort of unity. So the word blood means, according to the gang, it means, let me say it right now. Hold on. Let me get the correct. Oh. The Bloods, it means brotherly love overrides oppression and destruction, right? Now, you're right, Craig. It started in LA, right?
Right.
So what happened was my brother, his brother right here, OG Mac, you see him?
Yes, sir.
He united black people in Rikers Island over here in New York by adopting the Blood gang from California. And the Blood that he tried to unite, called the United Blood Nation, for all the black people. It was a black, it was the gang was only for black people. And the reason why he started the unity, for all the Bloods, even from California, for all black people who wore that red flag is to unite as one gang or one nation, how you say it. The reason why he started the Bloods in New York is because there was a group called the Latin Kings, right?
Okay.
And the Latin Kings look like this motherfucker here. Now, he's really Mexican, right? I think he's Mexican, part Puerto Rican. And anybody that looks like this motherfucker right here, anybody that looks like this motherfucker, white, Latino, would be part of the Latin Kings. Even though Latin Kings is really a Puerto Rican gang, but it's not really a Puerto Rican gang. You know, it's not really, because they don't call it Puerto Rican PR Kings, right? They don't say PR King, they say Latin King. So anybody that was connected to Spain or have a Spain or a Spaniard complexion like him and would be considered Latin, right? Anybody that is white that speaks Spanish would consider Latin, right? Or Latino. Whether if you was from Ecuador, El Salvador, whatever, Mexico, whatever. If you look like him, you will be part of the Latin Kings, right?
Right.
Now, for some apparent reason, you start seeing him with these red flags, and he calling himself a Blood. Now, everybody know the Blood, and as you can see, look, Craig, when you look at this picture, look who's around him.
Yeah,
look at the people. They're black.
Right.
And he's the only Latin or Latino want to fit in. And this is where I get upset, because as even when I own people, is that every time we have something, we want to integrate. That was the whole purpose of the United Blood Nation, was because OG Mac, my brother, OG Mac, he united black people because he saw a lot of separation in the Rikers Island. You had the Muslims, you had the Zulu nations, you had the 5%ers, and they all was in cliques. But the thing was, the Latin Kings were together, and they were bullying and beating up black people in Rikers Island, right? Because the black people wasn't united, they could not defeat the Latin Kings. So this brother right here came up with a brilliant idea to say, you know what? Let's start it, the United Blood Nation. Anybody that's black, if you want protection, join us and you become official Blood. And as you can see, he's in Rikers, he's in the cell, got his red flag. Now, of course, some of the LA dudes don't really like that. Sorry about that. They don't really like that because, you know, they're looking at like, oh, well, you know, New York, they trying to copy our style, but it wasn't like that. You know, it was just more like, it was trying to adopt something that would probably help black people to unite better. And I think that was an excellent idea what he did. And they, you know, of course the government don't like stuff like that. They got him on conspiracy. I think he's still serving time as we speak. He's been locked up for quite some time now. And but he started the blood game. But it was really to defeat motherfuckers that look like him. And I don't understand the fact while how black people is, you know, they so, you know, accept this dude like, oh, he's one of us, you know, and he's not a blood. Like I would never consider him a blood. What about what do you think?
No, definitely not. I mean, it's just
Because
culture.
It's a culture vulture. Exactly. It's a culture vulture. Let me take this off. It's a culture vulture. But it says right here, it says brotherly love. Now, of course, we don't consider him our brother. You know what I'm saying? It's called brotherly love. That was a revolution thing. Every game that we do is considered fighting against oppression. And black people was being oppressed by the Latin kings. That was the whole purpose of the game. Even with the Black Panthers was formed because of oppression. We just don't do stuff just because we think it's cool. So that's why I'm a little disgusted when I see this European, because that's where he is, trying to adopt something or trying to claim something that don't belong to him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a little disgusted with that. Right. You know, so I don't think OG Mac would like that very much. And to me, those guys are not those dudes. They're not real bloods. They're not real bloods because real bloods would not even accept dudes like that, especially with somebody with some rainbow hair looking like an idiot and with a big ass 6'9" or 6'9". You know what a 6'9" is? That's ain't that a sex position?
Oh, okay.
You know why? You know what? Think about it. You know why that's a 6'9"? Because 1'6" is the opposite, and that's how when a woman and you do, you know, when a guy and a girl to get together, you know, one guy he's going down on her while the other, you know what I'm saying? They're both doing oral sex like a 6'9".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the 6'9" was. It's a sex position. So I don't know why would he put that. That's weird. I don't get that. I don't know what the 6'9" stands for with him.
Yeah, especially like him with the rainbow, like LBGT colored flag hair. You know, and he looks like a pervert.
Yeah, he's a freak. This guy's a freak. This is the freak show that people, and look at his tattoo. He got the tattoo. My thing is like he would have to make a lot of records to stay famous because you can't get a job looking like that.
Right.
You can't get employed looking like that.
You ever heard any of his music? Because see, I don't know nothing about it.
No. His music, I've heard some of his music not on the radio, but I heard you know, they would show his video that will pop up on Facebook, but it's trash. He just yelling, and he's got a little nice hook to it, but he's just yelling.
Okay.
So he looked like one of those. He looked like he's into heavy metal. Okay. He looked like one of those heavy metal type of dudes.
Okay, yeah, one of those street.
Because usually a lot of Latinos that look like him are in the heavy metal. They look like white boys that look like, you know, European. You know, they're all part European. So people that look like him, who is European or white Latinos, they are into heavy metal or goth looking type of dudes. And this is what you see. Look at he got the Saw character on his face. That's gothic type of shit.
Right. He don't even look like one of them thugged out Latino dudes either. He look fucking
not at all. He's not like a Fat Joe or, you know, the guys that the Latino dudes that we know.
Right.
He look like a total freak. But he claiming he's a blood. Like, how you go blood? You're not a blood. You can't be a blood. The blood was not even made by y'all. You know what I mean? That's what I would tell him. The blood is not even made by y'all. You can't, like you say, he's a culture vulture. It was fighting. It was the fight. I would tell. This is why I would tell 6ix9ine, because it's obvious he don't know about he don't know anything about the blood culture or how the blood was created. He don't know the history of it. But I would tell him, I would say, yo, my man, you know the reason why the East Coast Bloods was formed is because the fight against y'all motherfuckers.
Right.
That was it. It was, yo, Craig, in New York, it was very divided. The gangs were very divided. You know, like I said, you had the Zulu Nations, and none of them spoke. Everybody was every man for himself. And my brother OG Mac, he was the one who was like, no, we want all black people to come together as one and started the United Blood Nation. I thought that was a genius idea, and he wasn't taking nothing from California. He just adopted the culture and applied to in the New York in the New York culture. That's all.
Right.
I thought that was a brilliant idea to me.
Yeah, because see what's happening is like it's popular today for like non-black people to try to like steal black culture. Just like see like what's happening, like this is real big like in hip hop. Cause like you got all of these like white rappers and trying to like I know at one point in time they were talking about like Eminem was like the best hip hop artist of all time, man. It's right. Just like black people, the thing is, see, like most of the like not the old school hip hop heads, but like this new generation of like hip hop supporters and stuff, they have like opened up the doorway for culture vultures and stuff like 6ix9ine, because it's like anything, man, that black people create any type of dance style or any type of like way of fashion or like our forms of expression, like through music, just anything that we do. Like white people, Hispanics and stuff like that, they try to copy.
Right.
Like we open the door, like once we start letting like all of these white people, what I'm saying, get in hip hop and, act like, that they're, come from, the same type of environment, as the brothers and stuff like that. So basically like the pathway has already, it already been set up. Like it's gonna get even worse. Because now if they're endorsing like a freakish, looking a Latino dude like 6ix9ine and telling him that he's a blood, like he got like LBGT, colored hair, like he look like a fucking
and add something to what you're saying too, because that is another gateway so the LGBT can. You imagine that the LGBT would become talking about their blood gang, and you got Crips in the LGBT, uniting with, and these are macho. Now I would say macho, but these are African, African people. We're not down with that. But see that color is a code of a doorway. So the LGBT and stuff like that to, I guess, to whitewash to water down that type of culture. You see what I'm saying? And we see that in many things. Look at that guy Ghazi, how he's trying to use the LGBT to water down the Pan-African flag, which he can never do. So, and he's a straight homosexual. You see what I'm saying? But the Pan-African flag is anti-homosexual. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't, you got to be, you know, there has to be a man and a woman to represent that.
Right.
So yeah, so that's the thing. So you got those are little symbolic type of things we got to watch out for, man. You know, a bozo clown like 6ix9ine wearing a Skittle hairstyle. Come on, that's definitely a code that black people need to watch out for. How you gonna be hard? I just don't know how you gonna be hard. How you gonna say you from the streets and you walking around with a rainbow hairstyle? How does that work?
Right.
I never in a million years could understand that.
Right. Well, I got a question for you. Like, what do you think? Like, what are some of your thoughts and opinions on the direction that hip hop is taking today? Like, if you compare it back to, like, you know, back in the day, like the Run DMC days, or you know, Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip, you know, like what do you think about? Because see, like, to me, it's like the prime example of the direction that, you know, hip hop is taking. Like, what's your thoughts on just the direction that hip hop is taking today? Like, what hip hop has become?
You know, it's taken on a more feminine, as far as the men, is watering down the men. Hold on for a minute. It's definitely took on a more feminist type of way in the movement, because if you look at hip hop between the 80s and the 90s, you know, guys were more they were more men, you know what I mean? They loved women, and when women got into it, they start talking about, you know, if you look at Salt and Pepper, right?
Right.
And you look at Salt and Pepper, and oh man, beautiful women, beautiful sisters in hip hop, Roxanne Shante, I mean, beautiful women. And you never heard them talk about anything about lesbianism, and they want to be with a girl. You know, they wasn't butchy. They wasn't acting like a dude. They were hard sisters, but they had class. They were just like, I mean, and brother was feeling Yo-Yo and all these sexy sisters. I mean, you knew you give them their respect. You'd be like, okay, that's a sister, but they love their men. They love men. Brothers love women. But now it took on, like I said, the LGBT moved in, and then they gotten into the hip hop, and now they behind the scenes, and now they saying, well, you know, you don't want to alienate everybody. You know, you got to include the gays, and you know, the people that's into interracial relations. You know, so because hip hop was black music. You know, it took on a black love music. It's really a black love. Even though in the beefs, it was still love. Like, yeah, I got beef with this man, but I still got love for this man. Like, I won't go out my way to hurt this dude. Yeah, don't get me wrong. People fought, you know, yeah, fights, you know, because egos get in the way. But it was no killing. Nobody killed each other, you know what I mean? But that was good. That was the music sold that way. So you need some sort of controversy to sell records. And I kind of like that, you know. But it was still love there. It was, you know, when you hear about R&B music and you know, R&B music and pop music and by black people, it's always black love, man. It was always, even in hip hop. So when you hear brothers talking about they see a sister and they want to make out with her, whatever, they don't do that no more. You know, you don't hear that. Everything is on some homo shit. You know what I mean? And that's why I see it's going. You know, guys are getting more feminine in them, and women getting more masculine in them. You know what I mean? You see that. You see a lot of, you know, guys acting like women and women acting like guys. I don't know. You know, guys wearing the tight jeans and, you know, wearing the purses, and they try to make that cool. You know, this whole transgender thing, they trying to make it cool, and it's not cool. It's not cool, you know. And, you know, now you got more butch women trying to, you know, act more harder than a man. You be like, whoa, that's not attractive. I'm not gonna buy your music because you trying to be like me. And let me tell you something. A lot of women don't understand. A lot of females that rap, that do that type of stuff, it becomes insulting, and they don't realize that how insulting that is when men sees that, because we be like, well, we don't. For number one, if you're a butch, we don't act like that. Men don't act like that. We don't act hard, and we act normal. We act normal. This is who I am. I'm a man. You know, we don't have to be all tough and blah blah blah. We're not like that. Hell, even DMX not like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's the most roughest dude I know. But these women, they have to wear baggy jeans and wear braids. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm not feeling it. I just see a lot of identity crisis in hip hop now. And then the music, you could tell through the, and they talk about this through their lyrics, whatever they say. I call it mumble rap.
Right.
What do you think? You think that it becomes? You think now a lot of with the hip hop now is a lot of identity crisis going on? Do you see that? Like, you see guys acting more feminine?
Yeah, definitely. And well, I'm getting echo. I'm echoing through your okay, let me see. Yeah, definitely, bro. See, one thing that I see is the fact that it seems as if, like, you know, hip hop, to like some type of way, there has been like, okay, it's like a propaganda machine. Like, hip hop is being used to push propaganda, you know, because like media, like the youth is so influenced by media, by what they see, the music that they listen to, the things that are promoted on television and stuff like that. And now we see like this, we're seeing more of an acceptance of LBGTism being pushed on the people.
They have to add the Q in there. I forgot to add the Q.
Mm-hmm.
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Q means queer.
Yeah, LBGTQ, and you know they're trying to they're trying to add in, what is that?
The P.
Pedosexual.
Pedosexual. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pedosexuality.
Yep.
Meaning that, you know, it's not like, well, basically what they're trying to legalize pedophilia.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
And make pedophilia just another form of sexuality. But no, what I was
go ahead.
saying, just like, okay, for an example, how like Jerry Heller, the one, the, you know, Jewish guy that was, you know, the mastermind behind NWA.
Right.
Like, we gotta look at the people in the back office, and it's like what they're trying to do. Like I said, they're using this propaganda machine, and hip hop, you know, has a, you know, mass audience,
right,
to where, you know, they can get this message that, you know, it's cool to you know, support transgenderism and all that type of stuff. Look at that rapper, what's his name, Young Thug, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he walks around, you know, dressing and, you know, wearing dresses and, you know, carrying purses and stuff like that. See, back in the 90s, like, he would have been ran out of hip hop, because nobody was like on that type of shit. Nobody, you know, was like that type. Like, he would have never been allowed. He would have never sold one single record.
Yep.
Nobody would have listened to his music. But now, you know, they got this thing called what is it called? Like the homosexual thug.
Wow.
Like, you ever heard of that? Like, yeah, in hip hop, they got like these guys who are, they dress like women and stuff and wear purses. Yeah, they call like homosexual thugs. Somebody had showing me I saw a post one time on Facebook. I didn't save it. This was like some time back because this has been going on. It's a gradual process. It's a gradual, like, it's a gradual process, man. They just putting just enough to what the people can take. They don't want to just come out, just like you see how, like, for an example, with the LGBT movement, how they're gradually trying to add in the Q standard for queer, and then next the P standard for pedosexual.
Right.
They can't just come straight out with it and just throw it directly in the face. They have to ease it on you.
Right, that's true.
Ease it on the people. They have to gradually, ease this on the people. So it's a propaganda machine. So whoever is in the back offices or whatever, they have an agenda. They have an agenda that they're trying to push, and they're using like these type of, dudes or whatever. Like, look at Queen Latifah. Like, look at how her image changed. I know I saw this picture, and back in the day, she used to rock like the African medallions. I think I saw her like in I think she had the Ankh. Like,
Yeah.
she used to wear that type of stuff. She used to be real conscious.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw a picture of her, a few years ago. She was in a blonde wig, and she's a open lesbian, and all that type of stuff, man. So it's really, man,
It's scary.
yeah, it's scary. It's definitely scary. So it's like nowadays, man, I mean anything. That's why I'm really like selective on, the type of music that I listen to and what artists I listen to, because it's just, just a propaganda technique. That, what they're trying to do, they're trying to move us into a pedosexual society.
Right.
You got dudes like, I mean, the video you played earlier with the dude Hassan Campbell, like that video is mind blowing. Like, really, what they want us to do eventually, it might take 10, 15 years, but I'm thinking it'll be even sooner before America's gonna legalize pedophilia.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's true.
Yep. So they're gonna slowly, gradually, like take the age of consent limits down. And before you know it, it'll be cool for I mean, it'll be okay for people like grown men, in their 20s and 30s to marry 10, 11-year-old girls.
Well, they doing it now with the in some Muslim countries. They doing it now. They're marrying grown men, marrying children and stuff. So it's legal in some countries. So, but they trying to, but these are not these are just not men. But these are dudes want to mess with boys. They want to screw boys up. I mean, I know the girls is fucked up too, but come on, I don't think a grown man should be marrying a no 9-year-old girl.
No, definitely.
But you're right. There's a propaganda going on and a conspiracy where they're trying to normalize homosexuality and trying to implement these into sacred Black culture. Like the Pan-African movement, liberation movement, hip hop. Well, all this was created by us, or by our people, and you see that, and they try to take, look, even the if you look at the gay parade or the pride, they renamed it the Pride Parade. All that came from the Black Panther, the civil rights movement. That's what all that came from. So they took it, and you notice they putting up the fist and all this other stuff, and you know, they doing the exact same thing that our people did. And this is something that white people, they try and take the power away from us. They doing whatever it takes to take the power away from us. And this is what they would. And like I said, they doing it through our music. And so they want it now. They're gonna have the first gay rapper.
That's right.
Look at I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. This is very interesting. This was, have you seen Trina's cousin?
No.
On the Breakfast Club?
Nope, I haven't.
Oh man. Let's look it up.
They're trying to turn homosexuals into another minority class. That's another thing they're trying to do. So therefore, they can fight. Pretty soon, you're gonna have homosexuals talking about they should get reparations.
See?
See? Man, it's a conspiracy, like you said. It's a conspiracy.
Okay, here we go.
You're watching.
I'm just gonna see what the point when she started rapping. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna just go to the part when he start rapping, and you're going to see what you're going to definitely see. Let me see.
Petty. I'm like, I was.
Let me see. Come on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You're supposed to start rapping. Yeah, but he raps. This is Trina's cousin. I'm trying to find out that when he raps, it's gonna blow your mind. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna say rap. He raps on the Breakfast Club, and he said all this homosexual crap. And Charlemagne, he gets off and he likes that. You're gonna be like, okay, here we go. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Look, I don't think that they feel me yet.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, he raps on this. All right, here we go. Oh shit. All right. I ain't screen share yet. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna share this. Let me know when you see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. Now, I want you to listen to this, Craig. You might get disgusted, but let's see.
I don't think that they feel me yet. Bad motherfucker, shut down your whole set. Me and my crew come through, we make moves. You brought a couple thugs, but they ain't fucking with my goons. Your brother, your cousin, your uncle, they some cartoons. Look, my rhyme game's so sick, I might make you Earl. Nookie so good, make a baller wanna twirl. Bobby better known for breaking hearts. Bars like a booty hole, tight nigga topping all the charts. Rapping like he back in 89, red bone so fine. Best MC of all time. My steak walk make all the dudes wanna hump. Caught your man daydreaming, he was thinking about this rump. Some say my mouth foul, so what? The game turned filthy ever since Trina told us she would when she's 10. All because I like a little cock in my butt. Nigga, fuck me slow. Never said I like it rough. If you ain't putting down on my bills, you can bite your tongue, motherfucker. That's real. Nah, I ain't Jenny from the block, but my ass so fat make a bottom wanna top. All this queer house music need to stop. Blow your whole head off. You calling that hip hop? All right.
What do you think? Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Okay. I mean, that was disgusting to hear that, but okay. Here's the thing. The LBGT has become like a gang.
Right.
And what I'm saying is to the point to where, as we talked about before, look at like ancient Greece, like all of that, most of the Greek emperors and stuff. These are people in power or homosexuals.
Right.
So the LBGT has become like a gang, and you can get fired. You can get fired from your job, and all that stuff if you try to go against homosexuality today. Just like on Facebook or whatever. Like if you even say like the word faggot, you can get your channel put on like a 30-day suspension, because I've had it done to me before.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. So we gotta think they're like a the LBGT is like a like game today.
Yeah, and to me is that that's not hip hop. That's just that's filthy. Now I'm not gonna say I mean, to me that's uncomfortable as a man. That's really uncomfortable for me to even listen to that stuff, because I'm a man. You know what I mean? I like women. I like females. So if I'm going to talk about something with dealing with sex, I'm going to talk about something that I'm going to talk about something that I can relate to. Now the question is, a lot of homosexuals won't buy that type of music, because some of them are still in the closet. Some of them don't want to be labeled. So to me, I don't honestly think homosexual rap would sell, because some of them are still in the closet. Some of them don't want to be caught listening to people like Trina Cousin. Like if I would have bought that dude's album, Craig, you would be like, yo, why are you buying that dude's album? Like you would look at me funny. So, I just want you to know this is what's coming. This is they pushing that hard. They really pushing that hard. And I was very surprised that the Breakfast Club will allow that on their show like that. Like that's a little bit too extreme for me. I mean, I've heard about
sex. Like most of them are liberal. They like liberal. I think Charlemagne the God is like a liberal Democrat, and the Democrats and the LBGT, they're like part of the same clique.
Mm-hmm.
So right. That's Hillary Clinton and stuff was on the Breakfast Club, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, bro, it's a propaganda, campaign that, as of at this moment, bro, like, because like you say, there's people like even a lot of closet homosexuals that wouldn't even buy that, because we still have black people, and old school black people who don't accept that type of lifestyle.
Right.
And even though it's being accepted a lot in the media and stuff like that, it's still certain places that you can't go.
Mm-hmm.
Type of shit, So yeah.
Yeah, that's facts.
Right.
That's facts. I mean, there was this guy named Michael Swift. I'm gonna see if I can pull him up. But he talks about how he was a gay revolutionary.
Wow.
He came out, yeah, and he was the one who said that he was going to implement homosexuality in schools and music and stuff like that. I'm gonna see if I can look that up. And this was already planned since 1987.
Wow.
Yeah. This was already planned. Let me see if I can get his exact quote. Yeah, but I know that you cringed when you heard that yeah, and you didn't see that? You didn't see that? Trina's cousin on the Breakfast Club?
No,
right?
I didn't see. Man, if I would have saw that, bro, I would have turned away.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if I would have been watching, I watched the Breakfast Club, I watched some of their episodes, but nah, bro, I'm not into that type of shit. Like, if I would have saw that, man, I would have turned that off immediately. Like, seriously though. But yeah, that's part of like that the homosexual thug image.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. That's exactly the same thing I was talking about. But you see what they're trying to do. Basically, bro, like he was talking about that dude Ghazi that's trying to he's a open homosexual, or transgender, whatever the hell he is.
Right.
Like he's trying to, they're trying to bring that lifestyle into the, Pan-African RBG movement.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one dude, his name was Cleo Monago or something. You ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, he's a homosexual as well. He did debates against Umar Johnson and Irritated Genie. They have those on YouTube or whatever. And he goes around calling himself the gay Malcolm X.
Oh my God.
Like that's what they call him. They call him the homosexual Malcolm X. And just to see what they're trying to do, like, okay, for an example, Black Lives Matter. The Black Lives Matter movement. That group was founded by what was it, 2 open lesbians.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And there's a video with her talking about that she wants to queer out the movement. She wants to queer out the movement. And we talking about the Black movement, the Black struggle. She wants to queer out the movement. There's videos of her saying this on YouTube. These words come out of her own mouth, and she's an open lesbian. And her plan with Black Lives Matter, especially with it growing, because it started off just as a hashtag.
Right, that's true.
Or whatever. But they're another homosexual organization. That's why I never really support them. Like, of course we all believe that Black Lives Matter.
Right.
It's a statement within itself, but Black Lives Matter, was funded by, that Jew, George Soros.
Right.
And it's like whenever you have like a Jew, what I'm saying, or something like what they call a small hat. When you got a small hat involved in anything, like we could look at hip hop, like once a movement or something like that is being funded by Jews, you're going to see that, they're going to start, coming forth with this propaganda campaign. Because what they're trying to do, that they're trying to, looks like they're trying to do to us what Hitler did to their people. Because how Hitler started off, with his propaganda campaign, talking about how Jews were inferior to Germany, and that's why they needed to be exterminated. And that's, what made the, the propaganda, like I say, man, media, music, television, stuff like that is very powerful to the subconscious mind. Like, it's very powerful. So it's like, if you listen to something over and over and over enough times, you'll gradually start to, accept it.
Yeah.
Just so, yeah. So, yeah, bro, whenever you got a small hat behind anything, bro, it's not going to mean any good for people.
You're right. I think the problem is, well, our people, we always trusting our enemy. And I never could understand that. And then once we been so, I guess, and so we got so soaked into that European lifestyle, we become our own enemy. You see what I'm saying? We lose our identity and replace it with our enemy's identity. This is the reason why there's a lot of Black people backstabbing each other. Give you a perfect example. Lee Daniels. I don't know if you heard, you know Lee Daniels, right?
Yeah, who created the movie The Butler?
Yes. Okay. He borrowed money from well, Lee Daniels is an open homosexual.
Yes, sir.
The one who did Empire and all that.
Right.
And he borrowed money from this is guy Damon Dash.
Okay.
I posted on my Facebook page, I posted the fact that you hear Damon Dash yelling at him. I don't know if they was at a concert or whatever, but you see him asking for his $2 million that Damon Dash loaned Lee Daniels. But Damon Dash loaned Lee Daniels $2 million. So he explained the whole story. He was saying, look, it was a movie that he did or whatever, and he needed some capital. So I gave him he said he needed $2 million. So I gave him the $2 million. And he said when the movie was finished, he was done. He made some money. He paid me back. So Lee Dan was like, yeah, our brothers. Now all of a sudden he became this black people need to stick together type of thing, right? This open homosexual black man.
Right.
And so he was like, so Damon Dash bought into it. He was like, all right. So yo, I just need to borrow that $2 million again. Right? He borrowed it. The money, he made a lot of money off of it. So now you see him, now you see a video clip of him literally have to, not, he didn't threaten him. He was just like, yo, I need my money. He says, it's been months now. And it's been, some time had passed and you haven't paid my money and I need my money. So you could tell Lee Daniels was scared. He was like, yo, you're going to get your money, blah, blah, blah. So all that trust is gone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because because Lee Daniels replaced it with that European, because Europeans are takers. They're not honest people. So when our people take on that European mentality, they also become takers. That man had no intentions of paying him back. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But let me show you how sick white people are. You ever heard of the NABLA Association?
Yes, sir. The Boy Love Association?
Yes.
National Association of Boy Love or something like that?
Yes. This is a white European association. This is an actual website. And like you said, it's a North American Man-Boy Love Association.
Sure.
So this is where white men feels that they should have a right to have sex with young boys. And as you can see, you see a picture. Oh, let me see. They didn't show it. But you see a picture over here with this guy grabbing his boy. And it says, there is no greater joy than a tight little boy.
Wow.
See? So how you look at that? Look at that. They got a little video right there. See, this is the sickness. This is a white organization. I'm gonna show you something else. This is Michael Swift quote. All right, the real homosexual agenda. And this is from a self-styled gay revolutionary. Offers a challenge to the straight America, because America wasn't. If you look at 20 years ago, 10 or 20 years ago, you couldn't talk about this in schools and nothing like that. Because remember, if you're gonna say that you're Christian, you're gonna this is supposed to be a Christian country, right?
Right.
So state or Christian country would look down on homosexuality. But now all of a sudden, the Greek and Rome mentality is starting to come back now, because now the churches are starting to accept homosexuality. I'm gonna read you this quote. Bear with me. And this is coming from Michael Swift, Boston Gay Community News, February 15th to 21st, 1989. He said, we shall sodomize your sons, emblems of your feeble masculinity, of your shallow dreams, a vulgar lies. We shall seduce them in your schools and in your dormitories, in your gymnasiums. I'm sorry about that. In your locker rooms, in your sport arenas, in your sororities, in your youth groups, wherever men with men together. Your sons shall become our minions and do our biddings. They will be recast in our image. They will come to crave and adore us. All churches, here we go, all churches who condemn us will be closed. Our holy gods are handsome and young men. We shall be victorious because we are fueled with the furious bitterness of the oppressed. This is from Michael Swift, a gay revolutionary.
Wow.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. 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 I mean, wow. Wow. I don't know what to say about that, bro. I mean,
this was planned, and he wrote this to Congress. This is something that was planned since 1987. That's not that long ago.
Right.
You know, and that's what's during the times where the drag queens were popping. You know, those underground drag queen, the gay clubs were, because the gay clubs was underground. They used to be underground. They used to have it at night.
Right.
You and I be sleeping. This is what they've been doing. So they tired. They tired of hiding now. They want to come out. So now you got this pride movement, and now you got children involved now. Now they trying to say, okay, we already got the white kids under control. How can we get the black kids? But see, what happens is this. When you start messing with our children, then that becomes ugly, because now a lot of black families are being destroyed now because of that. You're destroying a lot of black families. You know, a lot of black kids are committing suicide. A lot of black kids are being homeless because the families reject them. So the job is to destroy our families, B.
Yeah.
And now they're putting in the textbooks. They're coming into our communities and our neighborhoods. They're putting ads, homosexual ads, and our kids are looking at this. You know, Empire is one of them. How many young kids you know that's watching Empire? And that's on Fox. That's on Fox. That's not even cable.
All right.
Think about that. Think about that.
Right.
And now Lee Daniels, or whatever his fucking name is, he's mixing hip hop inside the show with homosexuality. He's putting his agenda in it. So he's part of the destruction. He's a black dude, and he's doing this. So now he's being paid by, like you said, by white folks to push that unnatural behavior on our children, because he knows that teenagers are watching the show. And it's filthy, it's unnatural, it's uncomfortable, you know. And now not only you putting that in there, you showing more affection. You showing more affection. You see how evil this man is. How he showed more affection of two dudes going at it. You show more affection of two homosexuals showing quote unquote love and affection. But when it comes down to the black men and black women, you see them fighting. You see them arguing. You see one brother on the show. He's calling a girl out her name. Got the other one pregnant. You know what I mean? There's no. You see, Cookie and what's his name? The lion. You know, you see them always constantly going at it. I forgot the guy's name. What's the name? Tyrese Howard. He plays something lion. But you see the couple they going at it. You always see the black woman and black man going at it. There's no affection, no love. And even if they do come together, you always see them. He can't never be strong and say, you know, I'm not going to be with no other woman. You know.
All right.
So there's definitely an agenda on that. And we kill. And this is where families are being destroyed. Black families are being affected and being destroyed. We already have a problem with the guns and the drugs. Now we have to deal with homosexuality.
Right.
It's sad, man. And then you put that in hip hop. It's it's scary, man. Like you said, it's scary. But but now you see how Trina Cousin is promoting that.
Right. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah.
And he acting hard at the same time. Like that shit is cool.
Right.
A dude penetrating a dude, and you think that's cool?
Oh, you seen that dude, Young Thug? I mean, he got the nerve to call himself Young Thug, dressed up.
Yeah,
Wearing
guys,
dress.
nails polished, different colors and all that
Yeah.
stuff. One rapper wore a wedding dress. So what the fuck is this? Oh my god, it's just insane. But they would do anything. These white people, and they love that. Just like Dave Chappelle, they wanted Dave Chappelle to wear a dress, and he said, "No, I'm not wearing no dress." He said, "You already have Wesley Snipes wear a dress. You already got brothers. You got the guy who played Modea. What's his name?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. You got him wearing a dress. You got Martin Lawrence wearing. Now I ain't gonna front. When you got dudes wearing dress, it was considered funny, but white people, they get off on what. I want to know, what is it about black men or black dudes being what kind of sickness that a fetish? It's a fetish with white people. They love to see black men, strong brothers wearing dresses and skirts and stockings. Well, they get a fetish. They get a kick watching that stuff.
Well, I mean, they want to emasculate, the black male.
But it's a fetish to them. They wanted Dave Chappelle to wear a dress, and they was no, wear a dress, please. We'll pay you. And it's like Dave Chappelle's like, no, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing it. I'm funny. I'm already funny. I don't need to wear a dress to be funny. And he didn't understand why they was pushing that on him. He didn't understand that. And like you said, they wanted him to wear it because they see the weakness. They want to see the black man, because we always been strong people. We the strongest as folk. Think about it. Everybody's threatened when it comes down to the black man. We are the most threatened race of all race. When let me tell you something. I've seen the most baddest brother. And even I'll be scared, like, damn, that guy's no. When you look at Suge Knight, how big he is, you don't think brothers were scared and be like, nah, I ain't fucking with him. But put a dress on him. Would you be threatened with him if he wore a dress?
No, definitely not.
All right, then. That's why they do it. That's why they do it. That's the agenda. Because
see, I got something. Actually, hold up. I would like to share.
Go ahead.
Real quick. Just give me just a second.
Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Because this goes right back to what we're talking to. This is right on. Let me get my screen share up. Okay. Let me know. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I do.
Okay, definitely. All right. Now, here's the thing. They try to take the best of black men, like the most powerful black man. Like, look at him, Terry Crews.
Oh, yeah.
And if he don't represent masculinity, I mean, the brother's big and muscular. You know what I'm saying? But look, they got that brother like dressed up with curlers up in his hair, looking like a woman.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Look at this, Kevin Hart. Like, look, Kevin Hart.
Wow.
Let me see. You got Kevin Hart. I know everybody remembers Jamie Foxx. And like you say, back in those days, it used to be funny to an extent until, we got a little older and we see that this is a real agenda behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like what really gets me is just the fact that they take, our most, powerful, strong black men.
Show Wesley Snipes. If you could show Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, they go, who is that? Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, he was another one. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wait a second. Let's look. Wait, there was another picture. Hold up. Wow. Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
I know he's in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, he might be in here. Remember they even did Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, there you go, right there. I saw him.
Oh.
Right. Oh shoot. Yeah, Eddie Murphy. Yep. Yep. That was. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that movie. Norbit or whatever his name. That thing. I didn't like that.
You say you see Wesley Snipes in here?
Yeah, I saw you. If you scroll up, he had the two. I don't know, pigtails on his.
Wait a second, I don't see it yet. Hold up a second, bro. Let me look. It's something.
Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there.
Is he close to?
Right there. If you look, oh man, I can. If you use he's right there. He's right there. You can't miss him.
Okay, is he close to this Terry Crews or is he close?
Okay, go this way.
Go to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, is he by Kevin Hart? Is he in this area?
No, not the other way. The other way. The other way.
Okay,
The
this
left.
area.
Left. The left. You see him?
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Look at that. That's I like Wesley. Like, come on, B. Like Blade.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, he's a masculine brother. Like, you know, he played Nino Brown in New Jack City.
Nino Brown.
Yeah. Like
Damn.
notorious, notorious, gangsters.
I mean,
stuff like that.
yeah, man. Oh man, yeah, you can't see. But I understand back in those days it was considered funny.
Right.
But then when you look at look at that. That's a damn shame. That's another one. Tyler Perry, yeah.
Yeah, Tyler Perry. There go Martin.
I mean, we can go on and on, man.
Yeah, on and on.
Martin Lawrence when Shanae and it's just
Big Mama's House.
Big Mama. Yeah. I mean, when you look back on it now, you'd be like,
Okay, you seen this? Let me see. Ooh, young Jock in dress. Wait a second, bro. Oh wow, young Jock.
that's Young Jock? Oh
Yeah.
fuck no. That is Young Jock.
Yeah, that's young Jock, bro.
Oh.
I never seen this one. I was looking up Young Thug and his name popped up and
Yeah, yeah, wow. I always thought that dude was a little fruitcake-ish, man, the way he had his hairstyle. I don't know. Who is he anyway? Is he a rapper?
Yeah.
Show that dude with the wedding dress. Who was that one with the wedding dress?
Now here's Young Thug right here. This was his album cover.
Oh my
Young Thug right here.
Wow. See, when I was going up to you, like you said, we would have whipped his ass. He would never, son, he would not.
Wow.
Wow. Yep, Will Smith's son.
Wow.
See?
You got the nerve to call yourself Young Thug. I never saw a thug wearing a dress.
Nah, not me. That's unheard of.
Right.
Unbelievable. That is scary. We live in some scary times. But like I said, it was already in the making. It was already in the making. This is deep. It's scary. So we have to really, really I want to show you something else too. Because this is the give me 1 second. But this is where it gets the confusion about the let me see something. Give me 1 second. Okay. me show you something.
You're looking for it?
Huh?
I said you're still looking for it?
I can't hear you.
I said you're still looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you something real quick because this is deep, and this is where it gets people get confused about this picture, and I hate that. I hate when people talk about something they don't know nothing about. Okay, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna screen share this. Okay, give me 1 second. You see that picture?
Yeah.
Now, people got to understand that. Give me 1 second. People got to understand that when you see a picture like this, let me see if I can blow it up. Okay. People got to understand when they see a picture like this. Now, these are brothers.
Right.
These are brothers. Even if you look on the walls, they'll tell you these are brothers. These also married men with wives. They had children. Now, some of them might say they were twins, but these were actual brothers. And if people say, oh, well, these were homosexual. These were not homosexual. They did not allow, there was no homosexuality in ancient Kemet. There was none. And see, if you read the stories of these two brothers, it's more the symbolism, because they say, oh, he's holding his arm. The arm represents protection. You know what I'm saying? You see the unity. You know, now he could be older than him. Now I'm gonna ask you a question, Craig. Do you got any brothers? You got any brothers?
Nope, no brothers, bro. Nope.
But you okay? Now I've seen brothers hold each other hands. You know, I've seen a lot of that. Because you always have the oldest brothers have to look out for the younger brother. So you hold his hand or you hold his arm. That's a sign of protection.
Right.
And people don't understand. I believe this person who holding, I think that's the older brother. He's older than him. So he's letting them know, hey, I'm here. That's protection.
Right.
And the older brother, he's kind of, he got his arm around, he got his hand on his shoulder, but like let him know, like, you know, like he's leaning on his older brother. We see that all the time. So how is this a gay picture? Why would homosexual, and this is what Ghazi, what he would say, oh, they were homosexual in ancient Egypt, and that's the only picture they will put up. Don't even know the background of this of this picture.
Wow.
Don't even know the history. Don't even know that these were brothers that had families, had wives, and had children. You saying brothers can't love each other?
Right.
Can't protect each other? That's insane. You know, if I had a brother, I would do the same thing. I would hold his hand, making sure like that, hey, that's my little brother.
Right.
We see that all the time in our community. There's nothing. We take something that's innocent, that this picture is innocent. They don't show nothing First of all, homosexuality is an act. It's a sexual act. Show me one thing that's sexual in this picture. Show me one.
Right.
You ask anybody, show me one sexual thing out of this picture. You won't see none. Nothing sexual.
Right.
That's insane. This is stupid. So that's what I'm saying. People got to know their history. Let me get out of here. Because sometimes it's like I get a little upset. I get a little upset and get a little annoyed when people use our history to justify their agenda.
Right.
You know?
You saw that video where Umar Johnson was speaking about that, talking about how homosexuals you need to I'm trying to remember They need to quit trying to oh my God, let me find that. I just
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that video or not.
I probably did, but you could play it. I mean, if you
Oh, I
find
was
it.
gonna have you play it because for some reason, remember last time when I tried to play a video, the audio won't play for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Wait a second. You can find it yourself. Or if not, I'll just put the link to it in here because I know exactly where it's at because Irritated Genie has it on his channel.
Okay. Can I play you something that is only 26 minutes? Can I play you something that Jesse Lee Peterson had did when he was interviewing the homosexuals?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is funny. But you're gonna see how disgusted.
I didn't get a chance to watch this yet. I saw this pop up, but I didn't get a chance to watch this yet.
So you know what it is.
Well, no, I know what the
I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I was gonna watch it. I never got a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, it's funny, but he did a really good job doing that. But what you'll see some shit. You see it?
Yeah, it's showing up.
There we go.
At one point, I remember thinking that America was well on its way to becoming a country which no longer incentivized, promoted, or welcomed the heterosexual male agenda. Feminism was becoming a religion, and the gay imperialist had conquered the land. But, in the year 2016, Donald Trump was elected president, and everything changed. Prior to this, another man was in office. His name was Barack Obama.
Yep. Evil. That's one evil
Barack
man.
Obama was elected for his second term. The gay imperialists seized the keys to the kingdom that is, the United States of America. After attaining the keys, the gay imperialists did not hesitate. They started the car, took it to the shop, and painted a rainbow onto the hood. A well-executed victory, which won the gay imperialists the opportunity to change the values of the American people.
That's
And
children. Look at
power
that.
and influence reign supreme. Our corporations, our education system, our media, our churches, our banks, and our government, every one of them, has a metaphorical gun to the head, forcing them to be a part of Lgbtp Incorporated.
Yo, check this out, Craig.
Right.
Part 1. Pride in a time of altruism.
So, hey everybody, this is Jesse Peterson. I'm from the Father State. I'm at Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. They're celebrating the Gay Pride Month. So today's at the parade and different events. So we're out here to find out why are these people here? What is it they're celebrating? What are they proud of? So can I talk to you guys? Yeah, definitely. Okay, tell me your first name.
Chandler.
Chandler, why are you here?
I'm here because of pride. I came to visit my friends.
And you're here because of pride?
Yes.
And what are you proud of?
Proud of being gay, proud of all my friends being gay. I came to celebrate, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And how about you? What's your first name?
My name's Rich.
Rich, why are you here?
Because I'm proud of myself and I love myself. You know?
And are both of you guys homosexuals?
We are.
You are? And you too?
Of course. I'm here.
What are you?
On the street.
What are you celebrating?
Being proud of who I am.
And why are you proud of that?
Oh God.
Because what's not to be proud of?
What do you guys think about the way the Great White Hope is dealing with the homosexual issue? He's not necessarily for it. What do you think about that?
I don't. Who? Wait. Whoa.
President
Trump.
Are you proud of the way he's making it?
He's uphold himself a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
You're not? Why not?
Not a fan.
Why not?
everything about him is derogatory. It just is very derogatory. So I'm not a fan.
Are
But
you from LA?
I am from North Carolina.
Oh, so did you come here for that?
Too. I came to visit my friend. Yeah. So.
And is he a friend?
Yes.
Come over, friend.
Hey, boo, come here, Joey.
Hi. So, are you a lesbian?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
Just an ally.
You're an ally.
With my friends.
And what are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating Pride. I'm just so proud of them for being out here and embracing themselves. I'm so happy. Yeah.
And what do you think about the Great White Hope?
The what?
President Trump.
Oh no.
Oh
no, I don't agree with any of that.
Are you proud that he's making America great again at least?
That's all I have to say about that.
Great again.
Wow. What do you guys want to happen after this is over?
I just want everybody to like love each other.
Yeah, let's move. Let's move.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them indoctrinating children? I saw a lot of children.
Oh,
You
wow.
know. How you feel about that?
Say about the indoctrination.
I don't have any. I can't.
Why are you doing it?
It's fun, even though it's run by capitalists.
And are you homosexual?
Yeah, it's more than just like a sexuality or a gender. It's like my politics, it's my spirituality, it's everything all the way.
How long have you been a queer? How did you become that way?
You know, I think I've always been queer, and I think as I've gone through life, I've been able to let more of my true, authentic self out. You know, grew up in an area in Idaho where it wasn't okay to be feminine and to like really fully express myself. So I repressed things for a really long time, and now I'm at a point in my life where I just do what I want.
I've always been into girls.
And how did you become a lesbian?
Started dating a girl and didn't feel like going back.
Can I talk to you? Why not? Are you a homosexual?
Yes, I've always been homosexual.
Really? All your whole life?
My whole life.
Really? Are you proud of that?
I am,
Why?
because it's amazing. It's amazing.
And what's amazing about it?
Love everyone. Love everyone. Love everyone.
What are you drinking?
Nothing.
We just got here.
You see this, Craig?
So you missed everything.
No.
Yeah. On the parade.
You're why we're here.
Yeah, I'm watching, bro.
Oh,
Look at these dudes.
So let me ask.
You're missing my point.
Yeah. What
What?
do you think about the Great White Hope? Are you proud of him making America great again?
There's a great white hope.
President Trump.
Oh, thank you. No, I think he's doing damage to human beings. People are die because of him. It's a big statement, but I believe it's true.
Give
Yeah.
an example of someone dying because of him.
No, it creates a atmosphere of it's okay to be
Oh my
bad
God.
to people.
Yeah, the return of Greece.
How much? How much?
That's what this
I
is,
don't
bro.
watch the news anymore.
But watch this. Watch this.
So you didn't vote for the president?
He flew out here. He's my boy. We're in a daddy boy relationship. He flew out.
Daddy boy
here
relationship.
tonight.
You hear
We
that?
went on the road trip. And
The Nabla.
I'm working at Gay Pride in Columbus, Ohio next weekend. I'm driving there.
And he's your daddy boy. What's a daddy boy?
Daddy boy relationships, the best way I describe it is incest and mentorship.
Wow.
Is that a joke? Are you
Serious.
serious? Amazing.
Right. The difference between a daddy boy relationship and a boyfriend is boyfriend relationships get people get up in their heads about it. The daddy boy relationship is just fun and love. And monogamy doesn't exist in the world, but people try to think it works in other relationships. It never works.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Amazing.
Realistic based.
That is some sick shit, boy. I'm telling you. Craig, these people are sick.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Oh, it gets worse.
Does he know you're doing the daddy boy thing?
I stay with them when I'm in
Really? Amazing.
So what exactly are you?
So if any one of you
have let yourself become involved with an adult homosexual or with another boy, and you're doing this on a regular basis, you better stop quick. Because 1 out of 3 of you will turn queer.
We'll be reading more queer children's books in this series, so stay tuned for that.
I think that anyone can do what they want.
Look at this. Look at it. The children.
What anyone else thinks. If you want to be a drag queen and your parents don't let you, you need new parents.
Wow.
And if we catch you involved with a homosexual, your parents are going to know about it first. And you will be caught. Don't think you won't be caught. Because this is one thing you cannot get away with. This is one thing that if you don't get caught by us, you'll be caught by yourself. And the rest of your life will be a living hell.
The gay imperialists were not satisfied with what they attained from Obama. And when their candidate lost in the 2016 elections, their need to conquer only grew stronger. They had realized that in order to truly attain dominance over America, and eventually the world, that they would have to control the children. But how do you control the children?
How do your kids feel about you being elected?
They're good with it. They're happy about it. Have all the booties and stuff out tonight, we would have brought them today. but we know, like, pride.
The way that some people dress.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, we would have brought our kids out today.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
There were a lot of kids here earlier. Did you see that?
Yes.
How do you feel about the kids being indoctrinated like that?
We just feel like, there's one day you have to see this. You're going to be exposed to it. So, I mean, eventually you're going to see it.
You believe humans in a fallen state?
I don't. I think we're all just still learning and discovering who we are today.
Amazing. And so, is there one thing that happened today that stood out for you and made you proud here today?
Yeah, there's everybody that showed up here today.
The big difference is the kids. I saw little kids, all ages, they could be themselves. Like if I had a culture that was like today, 15 years ago, it would have made my coming out process a lot easier. So it's nice to see that there's progress and the kids are being much more accepted for who they are at a younger age.
You think it's okay to indoctrinate the kids at such an early age?
Indoctrination? No, I think that's inside and they're letting it out. There's no indoctrination at all.
The kids are not gay, they came from their parents, right?
Well, I mean, everything comes from their parents, hate, love, it all, So, yeah.
You okay with the indoctrination of the children?
I don't think there's any indoctrination of the children at all.
How about if they're not,
It's the same for like a family taking their child to a Christian church. You're indoctrinating that child to become a Christian when he doesn't want to really be that. It's the same way if you want to look at the gay world. It's like we're not doing anything. We're just letting them be themselves and be proud of who they are.
I'm here to support our Pride movement here in Los Angeles and my friends who are part of the LGBTQ community.
LGBT community? That's a group that you're with today?
No, it's just part of the movement.
And so, what's your name?
Genevieve.
Genevieve, how old are you?
I'm 9.
Why are you here today?
To support Pride.
Pride. And what's your name?
Colette.
Now, how old are you?
5.
You're 5. And how you look nice in your outfit. Why are you here today?
I don't know really why.
You don't know really why? You have fun?
Yeah.
So this is called gay pride day, right? Or month. What is it they're proud of exactly, so that we can understand?
I think they're proud because they're expressing themselves in a way that's open, and we're in a place where we're surrounded by love. There's not hate here. There's no violence here. There's a lot of people here. And it's always peaceful. It's wonderful.
It's your first time participating in this?
It's this.
And you live in this area, in the LA area, or you come? Because a lot of people came from other states.
Yeah, no, we live in Los Angeles.
So tell us about your outfit here.
Well, we all have matching T-shirts on. Love United. And other than that, we just want to be colorful today.
Wow.
And then it hit me. How have the gay imperialists figured out how to control the children? They have become masters of controlling our women, our wives, our mothers, our sisters, and our daughters. And women are the key to becoming a both functional and influential powerhouse in America. Part 3, Ostrich Parasitic Syndrome.
Have you been smoking pot?
No. No.
You have fun today?
Yes.
Yeah. And so you're proud of being a homosexual?
I'm a proud homosexual, yes.
So why are you proud of it?
Because I'm proud of being a homosexual.
Yeah.
You were born that way?
Yes, I was born that way.
And how did that happen?
Well, birth.
So where's the pride in being a lesbian, a homosexual? What is it about?
What is the pride?
Yeah.
It's just being yourself, being free, being who you are, and not having to worry about other people or other people's thoughts, judgment, or anything. And we are here to support that fully as allies.
Do you have lesbian and homosexual friends?
Yeah, a lot actually.
A lot?
A lot.
How did they become that way?
I mean, you just gotta let them be themselves. They don't become that way. They are that way.
They were born that way or became afterward?
I don't know what they are. I mean, I'm not them, but I think they just are that way. You can't like just something.
How they became that way?
No, I just let them be them.
How do they become a homosexual or a lesbian?
I feel the same way. I don't think that's something that you become. I think that's something that's inside of you. And I think once you discover who you are, you can just appreciate your being.
And so tell me about your sign. It says, just be black. Black is
whatever you want it to be, but I think black is brilliance. And today we joined Maxine Waters and the walk for the AIDS Foundation.
Oh, I see. Oh, that happened up here at this event today?
Yes, it did.
All right.
Craig.
Yes, sir.
You heard what she said? She said,
go ahead.
She said, black, it can be whatever you want it to be.
Wow.
She has a sign saying black can be whatever you want it to be. And see, they trying to change the LGBT trying to change the definition of what it means to be black.
That's right.
That's crazy. And these are black women are agents of the LGBT. I call them agents. Right. This is deep.
Yeah.
But you see how they say they focusing on indoctrinating the children into that lifestyle?
Right. Yes, sir.
It's deep.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Was Maxine Waters here?
Yeah, she was.
Really?
Yeah, she was.
Amazing. And so,
I think black is amazing.
What do you think?
Black is amazing.
Yes, black
is amazing.
At the end, what it all means to you?
I mean, in the end, it all means to me that everybody is amazing and beautiful, and I love everyone.
All right. Are you lesbian?
Okay? No, I'm not a lesbian. I'm straight. I'm married to a man, but I love gay people. I have a gay brother and a million gay friends, and I love everything about Pride.
What did you get from today?
Yes, Jed, get in this.
What do you think about the Great White Hope? President Trump.
No, we don't like President Trump. I actually have to Make America Gay Again. So
Make America Gay Again?
Yeah.
What do you think about? I noticed a lot of children were here, little kids. How do you feel about the indoctrination of the children in this lifestyle?
I think a lot of the kids who are here for their parents. So I don't think it's particularly them getting indoctrinated into it. I think it's just helping celebrate their parents.
Also, the kids have gay parents and they're celebrating that. And that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you into the whole transgender thing and the whole deal, whatever you want to be?
I support anybody and what they want to do.
And so, is this about like the bondage thing where you beat one another?
No, this is about freedom of expression in a time where that is a thing that is being taken for granted.
And what are you expressing with in this costume?
It's not a costume.
Oh, what do I call it?
It's a mind state. It's a state of being.
Oh, and so what are you expressing in this state of being?
It's an exploration of animalistic nature of man.
Oh, okay. And what are you expressing?
I just found this in a free box. I got it for free.
What are you expressing?
Like I said, I'm just expressing myself, and this is a beautiful country that we can come out here and do this. I think.
How old are you?
18.
And are you homosexual?
Yes.
How did it happen?
I guess I just I don't know. I guess I was born homosexual. I guess I was born gay. Like, I don't know. I realized when I was like 14 or something.
What made you realize it at 14?
I guess I realized I didn't experience like sexual attraction to girls. So I don't know. I thought about it for a while, I guess.
My first time. My first time in California. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your first time coming to a gay event?
Yes, my first time.
Are you homosexual?
Yeah.
You are?
No.
Oh yeah. And so what did you get from today?
I had fun.
You have fun?
We have fun walking, talking with everybody else, be loved.
Yeah.
That's your girlfriend?
That's my girlfriend.
Is she lesbian too?
She a Mexican. He homosexual.
You know what? She's awesome.
Andre.
You know what? I'm also there too. I'm really happy there too today.
So you have fun?
Yeah.
Yo, Craig, I don't even know. Yo, Craig.
Yeah.
Yo, Craig, I don't even think he knows what a gay means. I don't think he know what gay means, man. I think he just happy in America.
Right. You're right about that.
The way because look, he got a girlfriend. He was like, because the way he asked him, he said, "You gay?" He was like, "Yeah." Like he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I love America."
Right. Probably illegal.
He got
Probably just hopped the border.
What the fuck that man was talking about?
He probably just smuggled into America just recently.
Right, exactly.
I junkies, you know what? I'll be fine.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
18.
And are you a lesbian?
No, I'm bisexual.
What does that mean?
I find more than one gender attractive. Yeah.
And how about you? Are you a lesbian?
No, I'm not. I pretty much like who I like.
What the fuck does that mean?
Boys and girls?
Yeah.
How did you become that way?
I played softball, and so I've been around a lot of people like that, and I just, I find girls and guys attractive.
And how did you become a lesbian?
Well, I'm bisexual. Yeah. I was just always this way, I've always liked guys and girls and everyone else with other genders.
There's only two genders.
Sometimes you feel like having sex with a guy,
Jesus.
and sometimes you feel like having sex with a woman.
What? I don't think we should be in this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Why?
I'm sorry. I don't like the questions that you're asking.
So let's say
yo,
you
look
wake
at this
up
shit.
one morning, you're like, I want a woman.
Wow. What in the fuck?
Trying to get a woman?
No, it's not. It's not that intricate. It's just I prefer both, but right now this is what I choose. But it's not that wavering of like I don't know how I'm gonna wake up today. It's just if you always like a certain type of food, you're always gonna like it.
You see a guy like this, do you think, wow, I think I may go back to guys?
No.
You know?
No.
So are there ever times where you think, especially you say you've messed with, you've been with guys before. You know what? I think I want to go back with guys.
There was a time I was like, maybe I should try it, and then I did, and I didn't like it.
Do you think
She's
that
pretty
when you think
too.
about the
Fuck, they
president?
both pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Making America great again. Are you proud of that?
No.
Why not?
He's not my president, so Obama's my president.
Obama's gone.
No, he's not.
You see that?
He's my president.
Yo, Craig. You know that bitch? You know, he said Obama's gone, which is true. She said no that she got a serious face like they can't get over this man gone, man. They can't get over.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, she got pissed. She said no, he's not. He said he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, so it is disgusting that you're here asking people like these stupid questions. We're proud to be who we are because we have one life to live and we have the right to live happily. So don't be here and ridiculing us because I know what you're doing. So we're gonna walk away now.
How's it ridiculing? How about you? Don't go. They're running. She got mad. She got angry.
She looked Greek.
See, they have to face reality.
Yep.
And we have to face the real reality. It feels weird if you're not ready to face it.
Mm-hmm.
And so she got ticked off. You notice that? Were you surprised? Yeah. Okay, let's move it on. We are moving on.
I didn't get that. What's up?
All hail the gay imperialists, bringers of color, gods and goddesses of the dance, the gatekeepers of lust, eroticism, hedonism, and depravity. All hail.
I need you out of the way.
Hail to them all. The lesbians, the gays, the bisexual, the trans, the queers and the intersectional, the allies, and the pansexual lovers of King. Hail to them all, for they are the champions.
Yo.
Resistance is futile. If one does not kiss the ring of the gay imperialists, then one can expect problems. But don't let them get you down. Let the world know how much you prefer the opposite sex as opposed to the same.
Wow.
Let the world know that you too have pride in your lifestyle.
Poor baby.
Let the world know that you can fool some people sometimes. But you can't fool all the people all the time. And some of us still know exactly who we are, and that we're not a part of LGBTQIAPK Incorporated. And that's okay. Right?
Craig?
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts, brother? What's your thoughts?
Okay.
I thought Jesse D. Pitt did a damn good job.
Okay, here's my thing. Yes. I have two different things. I have two thoughts on this. Okay. Number one. All right. What really hurts, what really saddens me is to see Black people out there Black people out there embracing the sickness. Now, we already know, like, if we look at the history of Europeans, this is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they come from. So I don't like I could care less if Europeans go out there and promote their true culture. No, that savagery that we saw, that's true European culture.
Yes. They even show some images of the Greek and Rome pictures.
Right. That's true European culture. So what really hurts me, like I was saying, is just to see Black people try to follow up behind this, because that's not a part of our culture. That's not a part of African culture.
Not at all. No.
Just like I remember, but like we have been programmed. Like we have been programmed, through all of these mass media campaigns, like we were talking earlier, with the homosexuality and the stuff like that being promoted through the music, through, media, television. Like, look at what happened, in the horrors of slavery.
Right. That's true.
So my thing is, I mean, man, we as Black people, because just remember, like, I think this was like a few years ago. Let me clear my throat. A few years ago, remember we were on that show with that one sister that was trying to argue and talk about how homosexuality has always been in Africa. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I forgot her name, Sunshine something.
Yeah.
Forgot her.
Yeah, she had the nerve to call her movement true Black supremacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, man, I mean,
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. How she tried to use our culture, talking about, well, the first people was on this earth were women. What do you think they did? Well, right. I said, first of all, I wasn't there, so I don't know what they did. But women used to impregnate themselves. So if a woman used to impregnate themselves, of course, it couldn't be it couldn't be no penetration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if her logic doesn't make any sense, I don't know. I wasn't there that long. I'm going to go by what's in front of me. So if ancient Kemet passed a law of homosexuality, and if the Ankh was worshipped as the man and woman, and the womb and the loop is the womb where the babies come from, then that's what I'm going to pay attention to. I don't know anything go way past that. I don't have no proof of evidence on that. And I think that's the problem with Black people. We so trying to we always trying to go past, we always trying to find out the unknown, and we think that's facts. I hate that.
Right.
Like, you got Black people talking about, oh, well, this is how the world was created. God came. I say, yo, stop that. Or they talk about what or they don't use religion, they use the science to justify, and I just say, yo, but all these are theories. But you wasn't there. So let's concentrate on what exists in front of us. We can't go back that far. You see what I'm saying? Unless there's some sort of evidence that was left so that we can learn from. But other than that, we cannot go back that far to really say, okay, this is what it is. So that girl, whoever her name was, which I exposed, she was talking about something that she didn't have no proof or evidence on. But then she's gonna say that she's gonna talk about she's same thing with Gaza, and same thing with all these little agent Negroes. It's the same thing.
Right.
And it's like, at the end of the day, Craig, homosexuality is a very, very it's all about hate. Because anytime when somebody say they're homosexual, that means you hate the opposite sex. You ever know about this person named J Love?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was a big YouTuber, right?
Yes. Did you hear about with him? You saw the debate, right?
He did a debate with I think the brother Dawa Israel.
Right. Did you hear what J Love said to Dawa?
Man, it's been years since I watched that.
Okay, remember he said that he hates how the pussy look?
Okay, I think I do recall.
Let me see if I can look that up because I want to. But damn, I have to go through the whole. I should have I forgot to set that up. But okay, I guess we'll do it. We'll pull up on our next because it'll probably take me a while to get that clip. But he's told Brother Dawa that he hates the vagina. He said he hates the pussy. He said he hates the way it look. And Dawa was like, wait a minute, how can you hate something that you came out of? That you came out of a womb. That's something that you came out of, something that's precious as the vagina. That's something that made you from the man, because it took a man's penis to go inside of it to make you.
Right.
And he said that he hates the way it look. Now that's hate. You can't get no. You mean you hate the woman? You hate the woman that gave you life?
Right.
Something's terribly wrong, B.
Right.
Let's think about that. If I could find that fucking clip, man. But it would take me a while to look, because I think they made 2 debates.
Yeah, it was like more than one part. Yep.
Right. So it would take me a while, but I couldn't believe it. Yo, right after since then, I was like totally disgusted. I was like, wow, so this is how they think? That's a hateful lifestyle, B. They talking about, you saw how they all talk about, oh, it's all about love and happy. How are you going to talk about love when homosexuality is all about hating the opposite sex?
Yes. It's about hating yourself as well.
Hating yourself.
What you were made at.
Exactly. It's a hateful lifestyle.
Yeah. Hating, your role that you were meant. Because two people of the same gender, they can't procreate and create life.
Right.
And it's unnatural and it's an unhealthy lifestyle. But like I was saying earlier, I just hate to see Black people, join, join into these like homosexual cults, because that's a European religion or whatever.
That's what you call a bio warfare. And first of all, for one thing, as African people, our body is not genetically made to have sexual do sexual acts with the same sex. Our body's not made for that. I'm going to share something with you from the Centers of Diseases Control and Prevention.
Right.
The CDC. And this is interesting, Craig, because this will show you how dangerous that lifestyle is for Black people, especially for Black people. Just tell me when you see this. You see it?
Yes, sir. It's showing up.
Now, this is legit, right? And as you can see, you see two black males here. And let me read this for you. They said sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, have been rising among gay and bisexual men, with increases in syphilis being seen across the country. In 2014, gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men accounted for 83%. That's a lot of black dudes. That's a lot of men. That's a lot of it. 80% of primary and secondary syphilis. That's a lot of cases. Primary and secondary syphilis cases, Craig.
Right.
Where sex and sex partner was known in the United States. Gay and bisexual and other men who have sex with men often get STDs, including chlamydia and gonorrhea infections. Damn. And you mean to tell me that's a cool lifestyle? Oh, man.
Wow.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, bro. That's right.
That's scary. That is really scary. Oh, I'm gonna read you this real quick. They said the HPV. Oh, they said what's that? The Pedophilia virus. Oh my God. They said the most is the most common STD in the United States. It's also is concerned for gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men. Some types of HPV can cause genital and anal warts, and in some can lead to development of anal and oral cancer.
Wow.
Gay and bisexual and other men who have sex with men are 17 times more likely. Hear when I say this. 17 times more likely to get anal cancer than heterosexual men. Men who are HIV positive are even more likely than those who do not have HIV to get anal cancer. I rest my case on this. No one can tell me that lifestyle is a wonderful and happy. They're lying.
Right.
Those people are meant to destroy lives.
See, yeah, yes, sir. And see, my thing is this: that's 100% correct. Like you say, it's a death style. It's not a lifestyle. But like, if you look on the side, I posted a link to that video. Now, see, my thing is this: when like these people with this freak show shit, like they're trying to bring that into the black movement. Like they're trying to, like I was saying, like homosexuals are trying to become like, a new minority to the point to where they're trying to fight for rights. And
right.
What I don't like, because see, Brother Umar spoke on that about how they're trying to hijack, the RBG movement.
Wow, you want me to play that?
Yeah, play a little. Yeah, play a little
I'll
bit.
Play a little bit of it.
Yeah, because he starts like going in like almost right away about it.
Okay, good. I'll play it right now. You see it?
Yes, sir. I can see it.
Peace and love, Black family. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm coming to you live and direct, Motown City, Detroit, Michigan, stand up. The occasion of my visit to Detroit this week is due to the fact that tomorrow and Saturday, Friday and Saturday, June 9th and 10th, here at the museum, it reminded me so much of the life and works of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. I'm not equating Barry Gordy at all with Marcus Garvey or any of our great leaders, but the work that was done in Hitsville, USA. To see it, the first thing that entered my mind was whether or not Barry Gordy's parents were influenced by Marcus Garvey. We know that Detroit was because when you go to the Motown Museum on Saturday with us, and you can only come if you attend the conference, you can only come, it's getting out of control. Something is getting out of control. Now, I want to be clear.
Today, I don't want to debate whether or not you think homosexuality is right or wrong, good or bad. You all know my position on same-sex relationships. I don't support them, okay? I love all African people. I have no hate or disdain for none, but I don't support same-sex relationship. I believe man should be with woman and woman should be with man. That comes from my understanding, and that comes from my immersion in traditional African spiritual culture and ethics. So we're not talking about whether or not you are pro-gay or no gay. That's not the issue. But a friend of mine sent me an article today out of Dallas, Texas, where the upcoming Juneteenth celebration, a celebration that was started back on June 19th, 1865, to honor the emancipation and liberation of African people from the most dehumanizing, unnatural disaster in human history, American chattel slavery.
Wow.
The Juneteenth celebration grew out of our freedom from racial oppression.
Watch what they're trying to do.
253 years. But for this year, 2017, and I will be keynoting Juneteenth in Seattle. I will be keynoting Juneteenth in Seattle. So if you live in the Pacific Northwest, you need to come out to Seattle to see the Prince of Pan-Africanism next Saturday, June 17th. I will be the keynote for Seattle's Juneteenth celebration. Make sure you are there. And on Wednesday, the 14th of June, I will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota for the keynote lecture there at the Capri Theater, 6 o'clock, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Wednesday, June the 14th. But I want to read this article so we can put our conversation in context. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. In this conversation we're about to have is over whether or not it is appropriate for the Black LBGT Army.
Wow.
Is it appropriate for the gay mafia, the Black gay mafia, to invade and infiltrate?
Really?
What up, Baba?
Really, Uma?
No, it's okay.
For the interview tonight.
Uma, come on, man.
I need you to text me the address because I forgot it. My phone cleared out,
man.
And I'm gonna hit you back in about an hour. Okay, but hit me with that address.
He's about to end up, bro. This is gonna be real quick. Okay. Hey, that did kind of mess the discussion.
Yeah, it did, because I was getting into it.
He's going right back to it.
You're tuned into Channel 33. The Prince of Pan-Africanism will be live on the Get Up Stand Up show with Minister Malik Shabazz. That's today, 6 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time out of Detroit, Channel 33. If you don't live in Detroit, you can still watch it by going onto the internet. Look up the Get Up Stand Up show, Detroit, Channel 33. It's public TV, WHPPR or something like that, and you can watch it. Okay. Now, the gay pride movement has been invading every Black traditional political celebration, every Black traditional spiritual celebration, every Black traditional cultural celebration.
Facts.
Anytime Black people say we're going to celebrate our ancestors, we're going to celebrate civil rights, we're going to celebrate the end of slavery, the Black gay movement comes in and says you have to celebrate homosexuality, lesbianism, transgenderism, bisexuality.
Facts.
Okay? And remember, we're not dealing with whether you agree with it or not. The question is it appropriate for every movement, every celebration we have to honor the Black legacy, the Black experience, Black freedom, and Black life? Is it acceptable to have it co-opted by homosexuality? In other words, when we're celebrating something that had nothing to do with gay life, when we're celebrating something that has something to do with Black existence, African people, Is it acceptable for the homosexual movement to come in and say, since you're celebrating anything, you have to celebrate everything? Since you're celebrating anything, you have to celebrate everything. Okay? And I want to know what y'all think. Give me y'all comments. I'm going to be reading some comments. And if you're homosexual, I want to hear from you too. If you're homosexual, if you're lesbian, if you're transgender, if you're bisexual, metrosexual, promosexual, protosexual, part-time bisexual.
So many titles these days, bro.
We want to hear about it. Okay?
Let's get into this article real quick.
And I'm going to be reading some comments. But I want to read the article.
Here you go.
I want to read the article. This is from DallasSouthernPride.com. Dallas Southern Pride. Shout out to my Dallas family. I will be in Houston for Kwanzaa. Houston, Kwanzaa, the Saturday of Kwanzaa. Prince of Pan-Africanism will be in Houston at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. Tickets will go on sale soon. For my Brooklyn, New York family, I'm going to put up the new ticket link. Unfortunately, I had to postpone the lecture last Friday. Security went missing on me. That's all right. We got a different security team now. I will be back in Brooklyn Friday, June 30th. Prince of Pan-Africanism, Friday, June 30th, Brooklyn, New York, same place, Brown Memorial Baptist Church, same time, 6 o'clock, doors open up at 2. Okay? We were just going to do it for the ticket holders, but I got a lot of requests. I want to come, Doc. Don't limit it. We got to show love to the whole family. We got to show love to so the new ticket link for Brooklyn, June 30th, will be up soon at princeofpanafricanism.eventbrite.com. Let me read the article.
All right. In that.
Juneteenth is the oldest known celebration commemorating the ending of slavery in the United States. Going all the way back to 1865, June 19th was the day the Union soldiers led by Major General Gordon Granger landed in Galveston, Texas with news that the war had ended and that all those enslaved were now free. This announcement came 2.5 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation was signed and ended slavery in the United States, which had become official January the 1st, 1863. That's not true, but for the sake of conversation, I'll continue. The Emancipation Proclamation only freed slaves that were in states that were in armed rebellion. Delaware was a slave state. Abraham Lincoln didn't free a single slave.
Wow.
St. Louis was a border state with the Union. Abraham Lincoln didn't free a single slave.
What?
Maryland was a border state with the Union. Abraham Lincoln didn't free a single slave. In fact, Harriet Tubman, Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, refused
some of this stuff I didn't even know.
the Emancipation Proclamation celebration because she said it did not apply to her family who were still enslaved.
Oh.
So first of all, when we write these articles, we need to make sure we are historically accurate.
You believe that shit?
Write these articles.
Hold on. Yo, you believe that?
Wow.
Is a very important one. Cleopatra, Abraham Lincoln didn't free a single.
I'm gonna pause it. But yeah, I didn't know that. That was information they kept from us.
Yeah, definitely. Because they act like the Emancipation Proclamation freed slaves, in the entire
country. That's what I thought. This is something I grew up with.
Yeah, but that's the lies, that they tell us.
Oh my God.
No, it just like what the brother just said. It only freed slaves that were in armed rebellion. Like they had states that were in between, the North and South, like on the border, border states.
Right.
And it kept slavery in those states.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Slave. Maryland was a border state with the Union. Abraham Lincoln didn't free a single slave. In fact, Harriet Tubman, Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, refused to attend an Emancipation Proclamation celebration because she said it did not apply to her family who were still enslaved in Maryland. So first of all, when we write these articles, we need to make sure we are historically accurate when we write these articles. Okay, so that's part of this issue. Okay, that's part of this issue. But let me keep on going. Okay. There are many stories on why the news arrived late. I'm going to skip to some of this. Okay, let me skip.
Yo, this shit is deep, son.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I hope y'all listen.
I'm listening.
And y'all can read it yourself. Okay, listen to this. One of the things often forgotten is that in the fields, working side by side, in the cotton fields, working side by side, were both straight and gay men and lesbian women. Let me say this again.
Whoa.
I'm reading the article.
Whoa. Craig, you listen to this?
One of the things
Yeah, hell yeah.
God,
You trying to say slaves were homosexual?
side by side, were both straight and gay men and lesbian women.
Wow.
Those who loved each other silently and openly. Okay? There are some who want to believe homosexuality just popped onto the scene as if it were something in the water, without recognizing who and what we are as same gender loving men and women goes far back beyond slavery. We were not only on the slave ships, but we were also in the dynasties and kingdoms that ruled Africa. Okay, hold on, let me get this right. Where we at? We were also in the dynasties and kingdoms that ruled Africa in Zulu, Cleopatra, and the Mansa Musa era.
Bullshit.
Shaka Zulu.
Nah.
Now,
Bull.
let him finish. He said Shaka Zulu.
I've been to Shaka Zulu's gravesite.
Oh my God.
Times.
See how they doing?
I've studied Shaka Zulu. Who believes that Shaka Kasentuka Kona Zulu, the most alpha male of alpha men, who believes that Shaka Kasentuka Kona Zulu, the most alpha male of alpha men, practiced, tolerated, or legitimized same-sex relationships between men? Who believes that? But according to this article, homosexuality was practiced amongst Shaka's kingdom. Mansa Musa, who was a Muslim.
Wow.
Homosexuality is not acceptable in Islam. So you think an African Muslim leader in a traditionally African Muslim kingdom is going to allow same-sex relationship? But let me go on, because this is not about whether it's right or wrong. This is not about whether it's right or wrong.
Wow.
So we don't want to do too much of that. Okay?
Look at what they're doing to our
We have to tell our story and be clear about not allowing conversations around Black history to erase or neglect to include our story. The 2017 Dallas Southern Pride Juneteenth Festival. Did y'all hear that?
I heard
You got
it.
to pay attention to the words. You got to pay attention to the words. You got to pay attention to the words. The 2017 Dallas Southern Pride Juneteenth Festival. Now, when you hear Southern Pride, you think Southern Black Pride. Pride is the new word. The LGBTQ movement has colonized the word pride. Like European Jews have colonized the word Holocaust. So when you hear Holocaust, you only think about the European Jewish Holocaust suffered at the hands of Adolf Hitler, which we condemn and deplore because it was wrong and unacceptable. Let's be clear. But that doesn't erase the fact that European Jewry has colonized the word Holocaust. In other words, socially, it made to feel that the only people who are allowed to talk about a Holocaust are European Jews.
Damn.
Okay? The LGBTQ movement has colonized the word pride. the LBGT movement has colonized the word pride. Yes. So whenever you use the word pride now, you have to be very careful.
Oh my God.
Because if you don't clarify what you mean by pride, it'll automatically be assumed that you're talking about some form of gay pride. And if you're gay and you're trying to be subversive in your strategy, you will put pride in. And all the black conscious people that think you're talking about black pride. But the truth of the matter is you're talking about the gay pride. Okay?
That's deep.
So they changed the name of the celebration. It is now the 2017 Dallas Southern Pride, which means gay. Southern Pride Juneteenth Festival will bring together brothers and sisters and transgenders. Brothers and sisters and transgenders to celebrate our freedom, not only from slavery, but from within our own community, including churches and institutions that would rather wish our existence away. It takes all of us to see that the village, is, and I apologize, is cut off. It takes all of us to see that the village is something and access the strength that lies within us. There will be no village if we don't make no children.
That's true.
There will be no village if we don't make any children. There will be no village if we don't make any children. So how y'all going to say y'all part of the village? Y'all killing the damn village. Won't be no village if all the women keep dating the women and the men keep on dating the men. That's the point that I'm making. We have to liberate ourselves from actions, words, and deeds that would do us harm. We have to reach down and grab the genes from within. It is in every brother, sister, and transgender person we see because they were born. They were born makes them worthy of human kindness, and some typos. Let us not abandon the kindness for the small-minded of those who use hurtful words. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the descendants of the strongest slaves that touched North American soil. We cannot allow hate, AIDS, obesity, racism, sexism, or any other disease to act to end our existence and cut us short from our journey. Join us in Dallas, Texas, June 15th through the 18th to not only share and learn in history, but make history.
Craig.
I'm speechless. This article just said homosexual men, black men in love with each other on the slave plantations.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Black men in love with each other.
Yo.
Made love to each other during slavery.
Wow, bro.
Oh my
So
God.
let me get this right.
I can't
Black
believe
men could barely get time to spend with their wife and children. Black men were often enslaved miles away from the women and children. They kept the women and the men separate. So you mean to tell me that he couldn't get to his woman, so he in turn started sexing another man? See, a part of this is this millennial consciousness. I'm going to have a conference with the millennials. We're going to have a black millennial conference because y'all messing the whole game up. The millennials and the social network selfie generation is messing the whole game up. We got to put it into this shit.
I don't like this.
We gotta do something about it.
I don't like this at all.
But the question that I'm asking, brothers and sisters, the question that's being asked, even if you support LBGTism, that's not my question. I'm not asking you, is it in the best interest of the black community? We've already talked about that. That's not the question today. The question is it fair that every time we want to celebrate something from the African experience, is it fair that every time we want to celebrate something from the black experience, that we have to make room or we have to integrate homosexual consciousness? That's all I'm asking. I think it's disrespectful. Look, I think it's disrespectful for white folks to tell black people why Don't all lives matter? Why is it just black lives that matter? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. We never said all lives don't matter. Okay? We never said all lives don't matter, but we're saying black lives matter because every life tends to matter except ours. They're not systematically killing Chinese Americans. Police are not systematically killing.
All right. This was dope.
Yeah, bro.
I did not know that's what they was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is we are at war, man. This is nothing to play with.
Definitely not.
They taking everything that's sacred to us and they trying to filthy it up with this homosexuality shit. And like you said, Craig, it's death.
Yeah.
It's biological warfare. And this is what they doing. We are living people. We're about life. We're about procreating. We're enlightened. We are what you call enlighteners. We try to stay away from doing shit. We try to stay away from that thing that's killing us. It's bad enough we eating food that's not really it don't really adjust to our DNA, you know, because certain cultures, you know, it depends on a geographic location. If you was born in that geographical location, I mean, I'm talking about, you know, over generations, then, you know, that's different. You know what I mean? That's different if you was born there and you eating the foods or whatever. But certain foods don't really work for us, Craig. It's just like, you know, it's the same thing with lifestyle. It just don't work for us.
Right.
So that was deep. I can't believe we can't even use the word pride no more. Oh man. See that pisses me off.
Definitely. What got me when they were talking about the in that article, I'm gonna have to actually find that article one day. I'll probably do it later on. But yeah, bro, what pisses me off, what fucks me over is like how they try to like turn slavery into some type of homosexual. Like they say the slaves were homosexuals.
Wow.
And you know, Shaka, you know, amongst Shaka Zulu's tribe and stuff like that. It was homosexuality and stuff going on. You know, so what they're trying to do, basically,
and you know what, who created that? It was probably some biracial.
Yeah.
Probably some biracial that's causing all this confusion. It got to be some black person with some. It got to be some half breed with that white Caucasian blood in them. That's saying this in that article. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just totally disrespectful. It's just one of the most. And these people are totally disrespectful people. Like we don't push our like he said that how the European Jews hijacked the word Holocaust. We was the one who came out African Holocaust, and they took that word, and every time you hear about Holocaust, that's the first thing you think about.
Right.
Everything that we say, everybody trying to hijack it for their own agenda. And this is how we can't do it to them because they will get sued or whatever the case is, but they could do it to us. So now we gotta find another word than pride, but then somebody gonna end up taking that and dirty it up.
Right.
You know, it's so disappointing. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know about the whole Lincoln that he didn't free every black person.
Right.
But I believe it.
Yeah.
But I do believe it.
Yeah.
See that's, and I'm glad you sent me that link, man. I'm appreciate that, man, because I learned something today.
Yeah, definitely.
I really did, man, because that's powerful.
Yeah. They had to make amendments to the Emancipation Proclamation. I mean, to what is it, the 13th Amendment?
Yeah.
They had to, ratify it and stuff. Because at first, no, it didn't. It didn't free like slaves in border states. No.
Only the rebellions.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
They were free. So he like, but the thing is, here's the problem with that. they had to work, they had to fight for it. It wasn't like, yo, it wasn't like a whole bunch of white people say, yo, you know, we fighting for y'all to be free. No. They say any black person that wants to fight with us, y'all get to be free.
Right.
So black people, so Lincoln, again, did not free black people. I mean, even with the rebellions, he did not free black people. Black people freed themselves. Because anytime if I got to work for my freedom, you did not free me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I hate when people say Lincoln freed the slaves. Lincoln didn't free shit. Black people freed themselves.
Yes. Yes, sir.
We need to correct that, and we need to document that shit in the history books. But that's insane how this homosexual is getting out of hand. And black people is the one that's allowing this to happen. And they don't know that behavior. I've been saying that, Craig, from day one, that the homosexual lifestyle is a dangerous lifestyle. It's a hateful lifestyle because it represents death. It represents anti-life. It's an anti-life. And I just prove it to the world that in the CDC that the syphilis is on the rise. They talking about, correct, they talking about you get warps in your anus.
Oh man.
Oh my. And no one cares about that. No one cares about this stuff. No one cares about, I could imagine how many, like I said, I read too, the cases that these hospitals have to do just by homosexuals alone.
Wow.
The cases. But they don't mention that into that gay parade. They don't mention that. They don't mention that to the children that they indoctrinate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's scary. And me and you, we have to, and I'm glad we did this video. Because this, hopefully would change people. I hope they change their life. Right. It's like I say, it's either, look, Craig, one thing I learned about this life, the planet that we are living on, we have two choices. Either we can live or we can die. We can either live or we can die. There's two choices. So people want to live, do the right things, do what's right, do what's natural. That's all I gotta say, man. It's a really, we live in some scary times, and now since they can't get to you, they want to get to your children.
That's true.
Yeah, but
go ahead, bro.
We're gonna end this. We're gonna end this because we've been on it for a while.
Yeah, sir.
Any last word, Craig? Because I know you got some. I like your last words, but brother, what's your last words?
Well, pretty soon, with this issue getting out of hand, and at the point that it's at, I think sometime soon we need to do a complete breakdown to at least educate the people of the history of homosexuality and where its origins come from. Like we're gonna start in ancient Greece, and we'll show like over the times how this culture, like this sick perverted culture has been pushed on our people by European colonizers, how they come through with the religion. Because like if we look at the ancient Greeks, their god was not only homosexual, but a pedophile.
Yes.
So these are a savage group of people who worshiped a god that had sex with little boys. So, at the end of the day, man, this was a great video.
What do you think? And then what are your last words about 6ix9ine and Hassan, that people call him Poppy?
Yeah, that Hassan character, bro. I mean, when I look in his eyes, he looks mulatto. He looks like you know, he has that European, you know, blood.
Oh yeah, it's definitely runs through his. It definitely runs through his veins.
Yes, because what I saw today, the video of Hassan Campbell that I saw today, he really looked like a pervert. I mean, if you just looked in his eyes, and the way, like, sometimes I can pick up on the vibe of a person. I could just see his spirit. He had, in that video, he had like a very perverted spirit.
Right, and you know, just to let you know, this all goes into the whole homosexuality thing, you know, because how he was saying that he'll take your little boy and he'll wrap his rod inside her. All that goes, and you know, just let the audience know, all that goes on the homosexuality. How we take, you know, we talk about 6ix9ine and how he looks and how homosexual is in hip hop and all that other stuff. And what you're saying is correct. This guy definitely looked perverted and everything. What do you think about 6ix9ine and how he's hijacking the blood culture and wearing that LGBT costume or outfit or color hairstyle, whatever. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, some of my thoughts. Well, one of my thoughts is like I say, when it comes to media and propaganda, the puppet master, like the European puppet master that's behind the scenes, that's, you know, pulling the strings. He sends in these type of agents to push this, you know, to, you know, aid and abet him in his propaganda campaign. So 6ix9ine more than likely is just the agent that's been sent in to, you know, push this LBGT acceptance up in, you know, like street gang, you know, up in street gangs like the Bloods. Like, I mean, come on now, like the Bloods, they don't allow, you know, queers, you know, into their lifestyle.
Exactly.
And like I was saying about hip hop, how hip hop is turned today. There was a time when we didn't allow queers into, you know, the hip hop industry. But it seems as if those times are long gone. But yeah, it's all a propaganda campaign. And like these people that you see out here, like the Hassan Campbell's, like, I mean, I don't know what his issue is. Like, he just looks like a pervert.
Yeah, he looks like a freak himself. Even it doesn't matter how hood he try to look. He just looked like a fruitcake. You know what I mean? He looked like on a real he'll suck another dude off on a low. You know what I mean? Because you keep talking about Bam like you really was in love with the dude or something. The way he keep talking about Bam like he broke y'all like the dude broke his heart or some shit. You know how when a bitch get mad? When a bitch get mad, she keep talking about the same dude. You be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. How many times you gonna keep talking about the same? Move on with your fucking life. But this is how this guy is acting. He's acting like a bitch. Like, and this is where it goes in, which we were saying about the whole homosexuality. All that goes hand in hand, man. And I'm just gonna give you my thoughts too. You know, we look at the Hassan and like you said, it was about the 6ix9ine and how the real Bloods, like OG Mac, when he started the United Blood Nation, that was in the mid-90s. You know, so you got a lot of, you know, real brothers that really was about that life. And they ain't really, you know, you couldn't, you know, 6ix9ine looking like he's straight freak, you know, with the Skittle and LBG hairstyle like that. My brothers would have whipped his ass. They would have, you know, he would have had no choice but to be down with the Latin Kings. And even the Latin Kings didn't play that type of look like that. You know what I mean? So there was a different time, and this is our time, Craig. Like, we didn't play those games, man. Like, you can't come around us looking any old kind of way, and especially the Bloods is all about black men sticking together and riding for each other. You know what I'm saying? And taking up for each other. And We didn't allow anybody that looked like us in our circle like that. And those black dudes that 6ix9ine is with, those not real bloods. I bet money on that. They're not real bloods. 6ix9ine is not a blood. He can't never be a blood. He can wear as red all he want from the he could dye his hair red. He could wear, you know, he can wear red fingernail polish. He would never be a fucking blood. He can never. The bloods don't represent him. And everybody know he only became a blood. And see, like I said, that was a code where the whole, I'm gonna wear the rainbow colors, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna join the blood game with black men. Doesn't make any sense. And to me, that's a indication of the LGBT. They trying to water everything that's masculine of the African man, and they doing whatever it takes because they know that we're powerful people. And why do you think, Craig, that every other race of women want to come to the black man? Why?
Right, because we're the most.
Every other race of women, the white woman, the brown woman, every other race, because they love our style so much. And even the whole the black man with the biggest, you know what, they like that. They whether if it's a myth or not, they curious. You see what I'm saying? So that's out there, which is, to me, I don't have a problem with it. I like that type of myth, or say I think it's true. I think we do have the biggest penis compared to other races of men. I believe it, but and that's the reason why other women from other races want to come to us. You know what I mean? And so what they did, the white man don't like that. They don't like that. So what do? You water down the black man by making him wear dresses. You get to his kids by saying, "Oh, if you feel like you're a girl, you know, or if a girl feel like a boy, you could be whatever." And then you cause conflict within the black family. You know what I'm saying? You cause a lot of conflict, and there's a lot of, and you know, so so this is what they're doing now. Now they you know, and we proved that in the video. In this video, we proved that this been planned since 1987, Craig, by Michael Swift. And then even now, we showed you, like, you know, about how they couldn't even answer the questions when what's his name was interviewing them. What's his name?
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee Peterson. When they was interviewed, they couldn't even answer the question. Everybody said the same thing. Oh, well, you know, it's all about life and live and people could do whatever they want, and it was the same type of stupid answer. And even when he mentioned about the kids, they didn't want to answer that question. They couldn't answer it. One of the girls like, well, they're gonna experience it anyway. So you're gonna indoctrinate them and saying that's okay?
Right.
One guy said, well, you got kids that want to go to church and they don't want to go to church, but you got parents that force their kids to go to church. So basically, that's what you're doing. You're indoctrinating. You just admitted that you're indoctrinating the kids about that lifestyle. You just admitted it. So it's definitely an evil lifestyle. It's an anti-gender lifestyle. It's an anti-opposite gender lifestyle. So if I'm a homosexual and if I like guys, that means I hate the woman. That means I hate the woman. Just like J Love say he hate you hate the pussy, you hate the vagina. Yo, Craig, you know the vagina feels so fucking good. That's a good feeling. That's just better than money. You hate something that a woman gave you life. That's what J Love said. He said he hates the vagina. And so they all think that way. They all think that way. And that's an issue. And now, since a lot of consciousness brothers will start coming up, Now they saying we're gonna attack their culture. So we're gonna get some of these Negroes and let them act like they're pro Pan-Africanism, but at the same time, we're gonna push that agenda into the cause, and we're gonna destroy it. So now you got the transgender T.S. What's her name? T.S. Madison. Now she's rocking a Pan-African flag. Well, I keep saying she, she, or transgender is rocking a pan. Now you got Ghazi that sleep with white dudes that's supposed to be the cause of a horror movement. They's rocking a pan. It shows that the disrespect. The disrespect, the Pan-African. Marcus Garvey wasn't a homosexual. Actually, I think Marcus Garvey had 2 wives, right? I think he was married twice, right?
Yeah.
He was married twice. And then he's coming from Jamaica too. They didn't play that. They didn't play that. Not during his time. So yeah, man. So I'm just glad we did this video, and we just have to really expose these we have to expose these evildoers, like George Bush said, evildoers. So yeah, I want to end this, but Craig, brother, I'm glad that you came on board, and we definitely gonna do this again, and we will see y'all guys soon. Peace to my RBG Nation. Let's keep it African. Let's keep it Black. Let's keep it between the Black man and the Black woman, united. I believe let's put the family values in order, and let's keep our culture alive. Let's keep our culture alive. It's very important because our culture is our salvation, not the Bible, not the Quran, not these European religions. Our African culture keep us alive, and without it, we'll be on that cross. We'll be on that cross. So we need that unk, because we're about life, not death. Peace, love, always. I'm out.